2 days into the World Series, Goody, and joint top of the leaderboard. How good is that? How does that feel?
Oh, it feels really good. I guess it's just nice to be out racing. We've waited for 2 years to get out there and face off against these other guys properly on a real course with it all happening. And it's nice to show that all the work's gone on the last couple of years is actually, we're not far off.
You just don't know, do you, until you actually start racing? I mean, how much of it a massive relief is it?
Oh, it's a big relief. I guess it just proves that some of the decisions that have been made up to here, some of the training that we've been made up to this point has all gone to plan. But we're quite aware that there's a long way to go. There's going to be a lot of development before here in the first race after Christmas. So we just got to keep pushing. But the good news is we're on the right track.
I've got to ask you about it in the first race when you came out of that tack and nearly fell over. What was going on there?
We had some sort of issue getting the board up. It doesn't very often happen, but when it does, it's really hard to recover from. The first thing there was whether it was a button press wrong, but we had all the information that we'd activated the board and it just didn't seem to come up. And then it kind of compounded a bit from there. We had a little tangle in the Traveller and it kind of all went downhill, but it was great how the team turned it around. We refocused and we got back in there and we came pretty close in that race. So it was a real boost to turn it around.
Lovely, thank you. You have to go in there. Thanks, Goody. We got time for one more? Well, Ben, a very different day today. Issues all sorted?
Not sure all the issues are sorted, but certainly our control of the boat was much better, and with the four-cant system was working really well. The guys did a really good job sailing the boat. We're still obviously not happy with our performance, particularly our straight line speed and our manoeuvres, and as the wind gets less and less, we seem to be struggling more and more. So that's something we've just got to keep pushing hard and working on to catch up with these other teams.
I mean, you looked good in the pre-starts. I mean, how great was that, just messing it up with the other boats and getting involved?
No, it was fun today. We had much more control of the boat, and we actually, we had time to do some practice as well. Yesterday, we had guys jumping off the boat 1 minute before the start. So we had a bit of time to practice. We knew, obviously, going up against the Kiwis, they're going to be super fast. So we had to mix it up a bit and try and put some pressure on, which was good. First race, dial down. Yeah, it's pretty fruity. Yeah.
How confident are you throwing her around?
Yeah, we're getting more and more confident, understanding the boat, what you can get away with. I mean, there, maybe we could have pushed it a tiny bit harder, but I think at this stage in the game, that was about enough. Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, it's good to see you, and great to see on the water that the dual-helming role is working well.
Yeah, it is. We're sort of building every day on it. It's a concept, it's a difference definitely between the other teams. There's some pros and cons, but yeah, we're sort of every day, Keko and I get a little bit stronger.
It seems every day everyone's getting braver and braver. Those pre-starts were something else. I mean, how confident are you throwing it around in tight situations?
Well, I think all the teams are starting to get to grips, just every hour they spend on the boat. The systems are getting a little bit more reliable. I think you saw that from all the teams today. So, yeah, I think it's only natural as we start getting closer to the real competition that we're going to see the boats get closer.
How exciting is that?
Oh, it's just awesome to be racing. It's just been 2 years of waiting, and everyone's been using simulators, and we've even used our chase boat to try and, emulate the other boat. But there's nothing like going against, a real boat, and so it's unreal.
Thank you. Well, Pete, lots of confidence from today. I mean, how does it feel knowing that even when you make mistakes, when you make errors, you have a quick boat to get you out of trouble?
Yeah, I think, we definitely know our boat's fast, and today we didn't make life very easy for ourselves, but no, it's good to, walk away with 2 wins and the same. And, like I said yesterday, we're really focusing on learning, and we had a few more issues today, but the ones we had yesterday we didn't have, so we're pretty happy on the whole with the improvement, and I'm pretty excited about tomorrow where we get to versus the Americans and the Italians who had a good battle again today.
There was a few issues on the course, and I'm going to bring up that big splashdown that wooed everyone that was watching. What went on there?
Yeah, well, it's something that, we obviously didn't execute it quite right, and I think it shows you that the margins are quite small in these boats, and everyone is pushing it quite hard. So, you know, if you do get it wrong, it's the kind of thing that happens. So we're just happy the way we just managed to trim it back on and keep going, and already had a nice lead at that point. So life wasn't too hard.
I think I said in commentary that you rocket ship fast. How does that feel?
Yeah, we're definitely, like I said, happy with how the boat's going. But, I think Ben showed today as well that he doesn't go too bad in some of those conditions. So, it was really great to have a good rival out there today. And, we really felt like we learned a lot around the pre-start and, around the race course. And it was fun racing.
Thank you. Okay. Lovely. Thank you, everyone. Thanks.